Hi, this is Lori Thomas, CEO of Web Marketing Therapy and the Marketing Therapist on behalf of the Scheinfeld Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. We're going to cover email marketing best practices so you can learn to love your lists and yield results. Email marketing is one of the most tried and true marketing mediums. And what we're going to cover is how to determine what your goals are with email, because there's a lot of things we could do with this as a marketing medium. And how can we use it to drive purchasing decisions, whether you're a product or a service. We're going to talk about how to get customer attention fast and talk about what kind of subject lines work best, why writing short sentences is good for your email sales. Let's make it pithy, powerful, and to the point. And the addressing graphics. Some people say no graphics, some people say some. We're going to talk about what makes that perfect amount. And how to encourage forwarding. This is called viral marketing, and viruses are not good for our health, but they're lovely sometimes for our web marketing. And how can we get people to love our emails and actually send them and do some marketing for us for free? And look at frequency. I get asked a lot, how many times should I send an email? When's too much? And we're going to cover, last but not least, the fabulous call to action and how to effectively urge people to purchase with you. These are wonderful statistics from Constant Contact. Constant Contact is an email management company, and any of us who are going to build a list have to, seriously not kidding, have to use a third-party management company. We cannot be putting people's email addresses in the blind CC field. That's not compliant. It's just not above board, and we need, as we grow our list, to use services like Constant Contact to manage our opt-in email names. Opt-in meaning people saying, yes, I want to receive emails from you, which is going to be the focus of what we're covering. When people hand you a business card, that doesn't automatically mean you can add them to your email list unless they specifically give you permission. We care about email marketing because 91% of Internet users from ages 18 to 64 use email. We use it to work. We use it to share information. We use it to look at our Facebook messages and then go to Facebook. The email return on investment is $45 for every $1 spent. So the return on investment to get in front of people right in front or center where they're going every day is great. And it allows us to reach exactly who we want to reach, as often we want to reach them. And compared to direct marketing, it's far more cost efficient. We can save a lot of money by using email and a lot less for what it would cost us to use snail mail. We're all going to have different email marketing goals. Some of us are going to want to do branding. Some of us are going to need to educate our market on our products and services, or just keep them educated on industry news. Sometimes it's a web marketing best practice to do emails about subject matters that are bigger than your organization, meaning if you're a river rafting company, but you're based in the, lower, Southern California region, you may want to be doing content that's about life in Southern California and sharing travel tips and restaurant tips to become a resource for travel, which is ultimately what people will do when they work with you. Also, you want to keep customers informed about your business news. That could be a goal. You could broaden your audience through getting other people to forward your emails. And you can also keep communication open by staying top of mind to your audience. In marketing, you want to tell them what you told them, and tell them one more time. And the best thing you can do in business is to continually stay on your customer's mind. That's why PR still works as a medium, as like traditional PR, getting in the newspapers. Someone reads about you in the paper and it goes, oh yeah, I wonder what that guy's up to, or what that business is up to. And it keeps reminding people why they want to do business with you. And email goals can also incorporate that. You may have several emails and incorporate all of the above, but ultimately you want to make sure what your goal is first. This is Better Homes and Gardens email newsletter, and it's customer service is their goal. It's to get people to go back to the main website. That's the goal. So Heather Morgan Scott, the senior food editor, gives some recipes, but if you notice, there's not a lot of text. It's a lot of images that get you to click, and when you click, you go to the main website. So it's easy breezy, but it gets people to drive traffic to the website. This is the Inquisitive Canine, amazing dog training services in Southern California, and this is announcing a Good Manner class. So for people who want to receive class updates, they get a very clear, well-designed educational email. That's good customer service for people to know when the next class is. This is My Inspiration Lounge. It's a website for women that shares informational and inspirational content. And this is an email that goes out every Monday to help kickstart the Monday work week, because the owner of My Inspiration Lounge realized that a lot of her people needed that inspirational kickstart. And this links to Inspiration Lounge's blog, to their Facebook page, and all the above. And ways to grab attention, going back to your goal, you want to make sure that your goal is clear. And then based on your goal, that email, believe it or not, a lot of people open emails based on the from line. If it's from Lori Thomas and you know me personally, you're more likely to open my email. Or if it's from Company X or someone's name you don't know, you may not open that email. So be mindful of who the from field is from. If the from field is help@companyx.com, and instead it's coming from Susie at Company X, it might be better to say Susie at Company X, because there's more name familiarity around that. Ultimately, look at how trustworthy the name is and make sure that from line is either from a person someone knows, and that from could be a company name, you name it. Also, 30% of people are opening emails based on the subject line. Is the subject line interesting? And how do you know if your subject line is interesting? All you need to remember is the 2-2-2 rule. First 2 seconds, the from line, first 2 words in the subject line, and the why today. Okay, we're pushing the envelope a little bit, but you get the point with the 2-2-2. Why does it matter right now? Email is a very immediate marketing medium. If emails are not opened within 3 days, they are considered dead to most list managers, because what happens is our email inboxes get full, and if we go on vacation or we get busy with work stuff, emails get pushed lower and lower and lower in our email inboxes, and if it doesn't get opened immediately, like today, then it doesn't really matter sometimes to online marketers. So make sure your from line is from a trusted source. The first 2 words in the subject line need to be something that someone's going to be interested in. Like the My Inspiration Lounge emails, that's coming from, people want that email and they're looking forward to it. And so the subject line is inspirational. It says My Inspiration Lounge, whatever it is, the Monday news. And those 3 things help get her recipients to open that email. Here are some subject line no-nos. So when you're trying to figure out how do I use those first 2 words to do things that are going to work best, make sure that when you're writing that subject line, remember too, the subject character spaces are pretty short. You don't have you can't write a novel in the subject line. It needs to be a really short, sweet, to the point catcher thing. But avoiding excess punctuation, things like tons of exclamation points, dollar signs, does actually flag spam filters. So it's okay to use 1 exclamation point, but just be mindful that if you use excessive punctuation, that could immediately get you into a spam filter. When you use capital letters like learn more, it certainly catches eyes, but also a lot of the kind of not so ethical email list senders, like, like non-approved pharmaceuticals and things like that, or, debt consolidation and loan companies, they use a lot of all caps, and so spam filters do flag that. And when you use excessive use of imperative verbs like click here, buy now, free gift, get this, then that also becomes a flag. I'm not saying not to use exclamation or actions, but just be mindful if you're wondering why a lot of people aren't receiving your emails or you're getting spam complaints. These are things that could flag that. And the F word in online marketing is free. Come on, this is an educational webinar. I'm a teacher. Come on, give me more credit. No, but the free is a great F word, which means at no cost, and a lot of people want things for free, but free can also be a huge flag. So maybe you can try complimentary trial, or free without all capitals would be another way to try it, at no cost, et cetera, et cetera. And when you use any type of personalization in the subject line, like Jane, listen up, or Lori, have you heard, That's also a lot of info marketers, people that are kind of multi-level marketers tend to use that tactic. It's a trick to get people to open your emails. And also a lot of the spiders and robot email spammers do that as well. So these are things just to be mindful of to help get your emails through those inboxes.